Head over to miniaturemarket.com where they have thousands of board games at discounted prices like Ark Nova. Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Just got back from Gen Con. You might tell from my voice, I got sick while I was there. I started feeling bad like the day I arrived, and then from setup day, I got there on Tuesday, setup day Wednesday, every day after that I felt worse and worse and worse. So I ended up having to change my flight, coming home a day early. Usually I come home on Sunday, but I had to change my flight, come home Saturday. However, I get most of my stuff done on setup day. 90% usually. I did again this year, and I get the rest of it done before the hall even opens on Thursday. And so usually by the time the doors open and Gen Con starts for most people, I'm pretty much done with everything I got there to do. And so I got to spend Thursday all day and all night, Friday all day all night, even a little bit on Saturday once I got home, even though I felt terrible, playing all the hottest things that I got there so I can bring a bunch of content to you as fast as possible after Gen Con. So excuse my voice, but let's get started with some of this hot content from Gen Con. Now, just before Gen Con happened, there was an announcement that there was going to be an expansion maps, zoo map pack for Ark Nova from Capstone. Super excited, so I went by the booth. They sold out of these the first day. I was able to get one. So I'm going to go over with you just an overview of what these maps are and what they do, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So here's one of the maps from the Zoo Map Pack 1. Now these are double-sided. Essentially it comes with two maps, one on this side, one on the other side. It comes with two copies, which means one pack will allow you to play with 2 players with this map. If you want to play all 4 players with these maps, you need to buy 2 copies of this. So let's take a closer look. Now this is the geographical zoo. Now you'll notice there's different spots that are shaded with different colors, and these have to do with the different countries, for example. Now let's say, your first one needs to be built on the edge like normal. Now let's say I built this. This is going to be over 2 of these and this here like that. And let's say I had the money and I afforded this, and it's on enclosure 3 and I spent 10 and I put this in there. Now look at the country and look at the color. So let's say we put that in there. As long as you're taking up at least one of those spots and it's from that country, which it is, then you will be able to remove this cube from here and you get to take any one of these bonuses. So there's a lot more planning that goes on as you need to try to build one, at least one spot on each of these for the animal that belongs in that country, and then you'll get these bonuses. But if you're able to do it for all of them, you'll then get a conservation point. So it's going to be a lot different, planning of where you put these enclosures and what you're going to put in those specific areas. Now, if we compare the right side of the geographical zoo with the sort of basic map A, we'll notice a few things here. Number one is you only get 1 point and 1 conservation instead of 2 here, and you don't get any here where we got 2 before. So a pretty big difference there. And you'll notice now in the new geographical zoo, you don't have a spot for getting 1 conservation during the income phase there, and the bonuses are different. Those 2 are the same, but then we've got some different bonuses here. Now the other side of this is the rescue station, and you'll notice obviously a different layout here, but there's 3 important digging sites that you'll see here. Now if you end up getting this bonus, let's say you ended up building something right over this, you have a couple choices that you have. You can either discard a card from the display and replace it, or discard 1 card from your hand. So let's say, for example, I had this card, I want to discard from my hand. You put it under one of these slots. You have 3 of these slots on your board, and you tuck it down like this. You don't get the abilities or anything like that, but it does count as being in your zoo, and you didn't have to use an enclosure to get it there, but all these things exist. So for example, if I had this in front of me, I had this sponsor that said, hey, during income, I'm going to gain 3, 6, 9, 4, and 3, 5 bird icons. I now have a bird in my zoo, even though I didn't have to use an enclosure to get that. Now let's look at the rescue station's right side versus the standard basic map A. And we'll see a couple of things that took the conservation points off of that 3rd upgrade there. And that's pretty much it on the right side. And much like the geological zoo, the conservation for the income that you get in the base game and the base map, the very basic one, is not here. And again, so we got 1 different bonus that was not there that you can get as well. And here's both sides of the map in case you wanted to sort of pause it and study it a little bit on your own. So that's pretty much how the maps work. Again, each one of these packs comes with 2 double-sided sheets, so you can play this with 2 players. If you want to have a 4-player game, you need to buy 2 of these packs. And that's pretty much it. Now, I've not played it because I just got home, but I had studied it, looked at the rules and such. And hopefully in the future, I'll be able to do, you know, some thoughts on what this is. So that's pretty much the Zoo Map Pack 1. And you should probably know, most likely if you like Ark Nova and you played a ton, you want that replayability and some different ways to think about things, this is probably going to do that for you. This has been the Game Boy Geek, breaking down barriers, growing relationships with board games, and helping you find the next one you'll love. Game Toppers not only transforms your existing table to a high-quality gaming solution, they now offer full leg kits and dining cover solutions for the full table application. Paired with their amazing, thematic, premium stitch edge mats from noted board game artists like Vincent Dutray, collapsible cup holders, and really cool accessories, it's a complete system that upgrades every game you play. Go to GameToppersLLC.com or click the link below to late pledge for their latest Game Topper 3.5 Kickstarter campaign.